Leave the everyday stresses behind and come on an action-packed ride with me, Penny Wells, and the Discoverers crew as we travel to the top of Down Under. Join me on a white-knuckle ride to Cape York, to the top of Down Under. Hi, I'm Penny Wells, and welcome to the first episode of a 4-part mini-series, To the Top of Down Under. Sit back and enjoy the ride as I take the Discoverers crew to one of Australia's most diverse areas, far north Queensland, Cape York Peninsula. Once on the road, we'll be checking out the Mount Mulligan area just west of Cairns. We'll be having a look at some Chinese gold workings there, and then on to Cooktown and north onto the Starkey track, where the harsh terrain takes its toll on one of our vehicles. So jump on board and let's go for a ride. Speaking. The Austin Falls, yep. Yeah, I can do that by 12. No problem, it's fine.
Hey Penny, can you have a look at these before you go? Thanks, mate.
Oh, alright.
Hey, where are you heading?
Oh, actually, I'm not to Cape York.
Tell you what, tell me about it when you get back.
Oh, I've had the worst day ever. At 5 to 5, my boss gave me this pile of files to do, and then the traffic on the way home was just chaos. I'm so over it. When can we go on this trip?
Matey, Kurt and Amena are already on their way up from the Gold Coast. They'll be here in about an hour.
Okay.
Jimmy's just out the back finishing all the gear on the Rodeo.
Yeah.
And Graham's only 5 minutes up the road. When we give him a call, we can have everyone around here, we'll pack up, head off first light in the morning.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Go and get the patrol ready, eh?
Cool, yep. Although there are plenty of things to see between Brisbane and Cairns, our idea of an adventure starts after that. A last-minute decision saw us turn towards Mariba, hoping to catch up with an old mate. We didn't realise at the time, but this would be an adventure in itself.
Boy, I hope he's home.
Yeah, me too.
You there, Tremane?
Yeah, mate, come in.
Sweet.
Hey, how you going?
Hey, mate.
Hey.
Give us a second, I'll just put this back, eh?
Right, yeah, that's great.
Sorry about that.
No,
Just made
no,
it.
no.
How are you, darling?
Good
How
to
are
see
you,
you.
mate?
Good,
Good
mate.
to see you.
Didn't know if you'd be here.
Yeah, bit short of time, but we're just about ready to go bush. He's keen to come or what?
Cool, yeah, love to, mate.
Yeah.
That'd be
Find
awesome.
a bit of gold?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah. We've got some
Yeah.
other fellas coming. Do you mind if they tag along too?
No worries, mate. We'll go out and have a bit of a look and see how we go.
All right.
Sweet, sounds
Awesome.
great. Good stuff.
Tremane is a true bushie, and his knowledge of the Mount Mulligan area is extensive. It was an early start for the crew, but after 2,000 kilometres of bitumen, we were all keen to lock the hubs in and go find gold. As we drove through this harsh countryside, you can't help but marvel at the conditions the Chinese prospectors endured to forge a living in such a remote area.
Hey, mate, I'll just show you something down here, eh?
Yeah, obviously we'll have a quick look down here. I'll just point this out. Like, if you didn't know what you're looking at, you wouldn't even notice, you know what I mean? It's a bit hard to see, but basically what it is, it's a remnants of Chinese workings. What they would have done is come along here, they've obviously picked up a few nice bits of gold. So they've thrown all the rocks out to get right down to the bedrock to follow those bits of gold along. Obviously it wasn't enough gold here for them to go too out of control, but enough for them to have a bit of a look anyway. So we'll see if we can pick it up along this edge up here. Should see, I think it's up in this next bend up here, I noticed it. Notice how some of these rocks don't look like they're naturally sitting there. See, especially here, like that's not natural.
No.
So it's almost being like man-made. So what would have happened, the Chinese, they found gold here, but obviously not heaps, but enough to make them throw out some of this bottom here and dig along and pick up whatever gold was on the bottom. We often follow the Chinese because they had a nose for gold. Wherever the Chinese were, the gold was, you know. So yeah, well, what I'm hoping to do is find the bit they missed.
Yep.
That's what we're looking for. So guys, on this trip, if you see anything like that, tell me.
This was the first time Tremane had been back to his camp since the end of the wet season, which meant it would be a little difficult at times to find the track. After an easy day four-wheel driving, we stopped early to set up camp. Around the fire that night, it was great to catch up with Tremane and discuss our plans for the next day. Holy crap, Kurt, you see that? What's that one, Tremane?
Black-headed python, Penny.
Oh, okay, well.
No, he's non-venomous. He should be pretty mellow this time of day, a bit cool. Pick him up, love.
You sure?
Yeah, grab him mid-body, he'll be right.
Yeah.
Wow, look at that, eh?
Yeah, he's pretty.
Actually found all throughout North Queensland, not uncommon in this country at all.
Okay.
They predominantly eat other reptiles when they're younger. So I often you say to old station owners and that, they're a pleasure to have around your sheds and that, because they'll
Eat all the mice and things.
eat all the other venomous snakes pretty much.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
Want a hole?
He's pretty mellow, isn't he?
Come around this side.
Yeah, that's why he's probably a bit mellow, because he is cool.
Wow, he is cool, isn't he?
Yeah. I'm surprised that's the first one we've seen since we've been on our trip.
Okay.
Yeah, they're not uncommon out here.
Okay. The wildlife was intriguing, but it was the gold that would lure us into the hills.
We do all around the back of the mountains, out behind Mulligan and that now. Penny's got the gold laugh on, eh? More likely a bootstrap than anything.
Oh,
There it is. You can see it in your hand.
Yeah. There.
Keep it there.
Me and Amena spotted it first. Hey Tremane, the boys found this yesterday. What do you reckon that is?
It's an old-timer's boot thing, love, off the bottom of your boot.
Oh, okay.
With the old-timers boots, you see how it's got the holes in it there?
Yeah.
Well, that would have been nailed onto the bottom of your boot. They are my worst nightmare, Penny. No, well, all the little tacks out of it, those tiny little boot tacks.
Yep.
These machines are that sensitive. I'm always digging those boot tacks, mate.
Yeah.
They are a pain in the arse.
I thought it was a belt buckle actually.
No, well, it sort of looks like it, but no, that's what it is. You can have that, love.
Wow, thank you.
Good on you. Here, we'll keep going along and see how we go, eh?
Yeah.
Go down to that little tree there and that'll do us. Yeah, love. Yep.
With a little gold in our pockets, we enjoyed a cruisy day at camp, while Tremane went bush. There's Tremane. Where have you been all day, mate? Been wondering where you were.
There you go, guys, taking in the view.
Yeah. So that's Mount Mulligan there?
That's Mount Mulligan, love.
Okay.
Doesn't it look beautiful this time of day?
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Well, what have I been doing? I've been walking around circles all day.
Have
Penny.
you? Okay.
But however, I got something for our efforts.
Oh my goodness, look at that. Oh, what a beauty.
We found gold!
We found gold.
That's
So
awesome.
what we'll do, we'll take that to my jeweller mate in town. We'll get you a gold ring made each to as a memento of North Queensland. Take a bit of this part of the world away with you, eh?
Wow, awesome, Tremane. That's
great.
Yeah, no, thanks so much.
buddy.
Thank you.
Good on you guys.
Awesome.
Time for a cold rub, eh?
Yeah, it sounds great.
Unfortunately, our stay with Tremane had come to an end, and now we understood why he loves this area so much. Its remoteness is part of its beauty. For us girls though, the thought of getting a gold ring made was enough to drag all our crew back to the Blacktop, at least for a short period of time anyway. Tremane's jeweller mate Barry and sidekick Timmy turned out to be real characters.
Hey Barry, that's what Tremane found us. You reckon we could make something out of that?
Not brass. It looks like we're going to go.
Excellent. Good start.
33.4 grams. There's a bit of rock in that.
Yeah.
Probably, I'd work on about 3/4 of an ounce, eh?
Okay.
What do you want?
What do we want? We had some ideas, didn't we?
What's doable?
Yeah.
Barry's charm was only surpassed by his collection. We were like two kids in a candy shop. With Barry's vast range of designs and ideas, we were sure to come up with 2 rings that were unique and a lasting reminder of the trip. With the ring designs left in Barry's capable hands, it was time to hit the road again. We wanted to make it to Cooktown before dark, so we could get an early start, fuel up, and then head north, trying to meet up with Steve and his fishing crew somewhere north of Cooktown. It wasn't a particularly big wet season this year, and the roads were open early. But caution must always be taken, as Graham was about to find out. It wasn't long though, and we had Graham back on the road again. Apart from Graham's little mishap, our run to the Starkey River had been pretty smooth sailing. But just north of Niven Shed, this would all come to an end, as the Rodeo would suffer the first of a few mechanical failures.
We've just lost the brakes in the camera car. We come around the corner just here and went to put the brake on, but when there's a gully we're coming up and put my foot down, there was nothing. So it's pretty exciting little adventure through the gully back there. I've got to nurse it back to somewhere where we can set up the camp. How's the no brakes going, buddy? Yeah, no, we're getting there. We're just using low range, taking it easy.
I'm going to bung off the brake line. I've got another one off an old burnt-out wreck out there and crimped him over pretty well, and we'll solder up the end. It's not a real good fix, but it'll actually blank that one line off. At least he's not losing brake fluid any longer.
This would be a good temporary fix that would allow us to move the vehicle again. After talking to some other travellers, we decided to move our camp to a better location. We're just going into another camp up here, Old Northern River I think it is. We'll set up there while Brian and Jimmy go back to Cairns to get some parts. Mud. Trust me, this certainly is a beautiful place to be stranded for a couple of days.
Look at that baby, we're back on the road again. Yeah, that baby even got a spare. Just gone 8 o'clock. We're about probably 4 or 5 k's from where I've left the others camp. We're nearly there. We've got the parts we needed. We'll have the car going before sunrise.
With the little rodeo up and running again, we sure wanted to make up some lost ground. We were 2 days behind schedule, and we had to catch up with Steve, our fishing buddy, before he moved on.
Next time on To the Top of Down Under, we finally catch up with Steve at his secret fishing camp. We tackle a couple of dodgy creeks near Lakefield and stock up in Weipa before hitting the telegraph track. See you then. Sorry. Yeah, tree! Woo, woo.
There's two. Pretty decent size.
You can think about my side too if you like. Did you see that tree?
Yeah.
Do you see what's on my back?
Okay.
I'm like a tortoise.